So this past week we had a state of the game and we had some pretty decent, I would say some good news coming with some buffs coming to Title Update 12. Now we already knew that they were going to update the Bighorn, right? So the Bighorn was one of those weapons that they wanted to buff. They felt like a lot of people weren't using for an exotic, but they also made it a lot stronger. So when scoped in, it switches to semi-automatic fire mode, dealing 450% weapon damage for each shot. But then look, headshots grant 2% headshot damage, stacks up to 50 times. Once at full stacks, 10 stacks decay every 4 seconds or until all stacks have been removed. But look, this is a big change that they added. Headshots delay that decaying stack. So if you look right here, right next to the gun, it has a 50 stack, right? So we're about to lose a 10 stack, but as long as you guys hit a headshot, you'll see that the red bar delays it from losing that 10 stack. So that is going to reward players for not only using this weapon, but getting those headshots. So I can see this being a little bit better. We definitely have to test it out and see if it's enough for players to want to use the Bighorn, because right now it's one of those weapons people just don't tend to use. They also got into the PDR, which if you guys know, there's a new named weapon called the test subject, which is the same thing as the PDR. Well, they increased the damage. Now they did mention that this is an all yellow build, so an all yellow build assault rifle at 700 RPM, this weapon is still doing 76,000 damage. Now they did compare it, they showed us a side-by-side comparison with SIG 556, so you can kind of see the big difference. So if you look at them, there it has just a little bit more damage than you would see on the SIG 556, which has 20 RPM more. So just in case you guys were wondering, well, the test subject seems a little bit low. Well, the test subject, the capacitor, all those will also be buffed because they are a version of the PDR. And since we were just talking about the PDR, let's dive right into the exotic version, the capacitor. Now it did get a buff. You guys do remember in the first PTS, the mag size was only 30, which was kind of limited the weapon. Well, they added an 11 round mag to it, so now you'll have 41 rounds. Also, they buffed the talent that comes on the capacitor. So shooting enemies builds stacks of a cap up to 40, but now each stack grants 1.5% skill damage, and it even gets better. For every skill tier you have, you gain 7.5% weapon damage. Now that's another buff that they added from the first phase of the PTS, which is going to be really good. So I'm glad to see them making buffs, right? Instead of nerfs, we're getting a lot of really cool buffs added to Title Update 12. Another thing I think a lot of people missed from the last state of the game was there is a total of 150 slots on your inventory now. So that means 50 extra slots on up to 4 extra characters. You can have 200 extra storage space on your character. So if you've been looking for a little bit extra spots, well, that's coming. Also, now instead of just 12 loadouts, we are bumped up to 16 loadouts. Yes, so now you can have a total of 16 customizable loadouts, which I'm glad for because I actually use all 12 loadouts at the moment. Now, if you guys like apparel, they didn't forget about you, because not only do we have the 16 loadouts for our loadouts, we have 16 for our apparel. Yes, 16 loadouts for your apparel. Some of you guys probably don't even know you guys have apparel loadouts, but yes, there are apparel loadouts. Now, they did make some changes to the new exotic shotgun. Yes, the new exotic shotgun. If you guys don't know, the way it works in PvE and PvP is different. Now, the way it works is shooting a target applies stacks of venom, which lasts 10 seconds. Increasing stacks adds more severe debuffs to the target. So 1 stack is poison, a 3 stack is disorient, 6 stacks shock, 7 targets take additional 20% damage from all sources, and stacks no longer increase. Duration of a stack's effect is based on the percentage of the pellets you hit on applying a shot. So if you hit, say, a full stack of pellets, right, and that's 1 shot, well, it's gonna be more effective. So that's what you guys need to pay right there. Now, remember, this is totally different once you guys get into PvP. So it's not the same buffs, debuffs that you're getting, not the same status effects that you're adding. So for PvP, now it's 2 stacks cause bleed, 4 disrupt, 7 ensnare, and then 8 target takes additional 20% damage from all sources. Stacks no longer increase. But then the duration of the status effect is also based on the percentage of pellets hit on applying a shot. So remember, there's a little bit difference between the two, and they're still testing this out to make sure that it is balanced for not only PvP, but also PvE. I feel like on PvE side, it's probably pretty safe to say it's probably stay the same. PvP may get some tweaks still going forward prior to this being released in Title Update 12. Now, they did get into the optimization table, which was a hot topic since I released that video. A lot of people have been talking about this, not only on my channel, on other YouTubers' channels, on Reddit, on the Division 2 forums. They've been talking about the optimization table, and is it cost too much? Is it too little? But they did say they balanced it, so you will still have to earn it, right? You will still have to grind to get those pieces, and they feel that the cost is about right where it should be to be balanced with the game. Now, they did say that there are multiple ways to get materials. One's going to be through the seasonal rewards track. Also, summit challenges will also give you more rewards. They'll give you some materials in there. So there's going to be more than just being able to farm bosses, farm landmarks, farm missions. You'll be able to get it doing it a bunch of different ways. So they do want you guys to remember that they do feel that right now it is balanced, and just to hold off, try it out, and if they need to make tweaks in the future, that is always a possibility. But as of right now, they feel that the optimization table is right where they want it. So just in case some of you guys were worried about you thinking this costs too much, it's too little, well, that was their justification on it, and to let you know that there are other ways for you guys to farm these materials. Now, Title Update 12 and Season 4 is scheduled to drop in, I think they said sometime in December. So we're probably looking at 3 weeks from now, unless they have some kind of issues with the Title Update 12 and they need to fix it. But as of right now, it is looking like we're gonna see this in December. So hopefully in the December timeframe, we'll see Title Update 12 and then also see the new Season 4 drop. Now remember, there is going to be some kind of haunted event at Kenley College. So I kind of want to see what's going on with that. That should be dropping hopefully once Season 4 drops. So not only are we getting the new season, we are getting that new event that's happening at Kenley College. And then of course the big changes coming to Title Update 12 with the new seasonal track to those brand sets, those gear sets. So a lot of different things will be coming to Season 12 for us to play, grind, and have a little bit of fun. But we are going to wrap up the video here. Don't forget, if you enjoyed the video, likes are appreciated. If you're new, first time catching any of my videos, subscribing is the best way to not miss out on any of the other content that I bring. We do play a lot of games on here, so if you're looking for more games than just the Division 2, you're in the right place. I will see you guys in the next one, but until then, Nothing But Skills is out.